As you grow older, one of the most important things you learn to realize is that you need to decide who you choose to disappoint in life. Has this ever happened to you? You're at a fork in the road, and one path leads you to your dream career, your job, your purpose in life. The other path leads to what is tried and true and expected of your parents. Both are equally strong, and for this reason, you're confused and you're scared to move because you don't want to disappoint your parents. The choice to live for yourself despite your parents and their opinions is terrifying. It might even have you full of fear and a little paralyzed right now. And you might even be thinking that you're a waste of your parents' hard work. If you're afraid of doing certain things right now because you don't want to disappoint your parents, then keep on watching. The first thing you need to realize is that they don't actually know you very well. Now, this is coming from somebody that has a great relationship with her parents, especially my mom. And my mom and I are we're like this. And still, there's a lot she doesn't know about me. And I'm sure there's a lot I don't know about her. I know it can be confusing because when it comes to our parents, we listen to them. We want to take their advice. We want to take their word for certain things. But sometimes they don't know us very well. They don't know what it is that we want or that we're looking for or what we're about or what's important to us. They're giving you their advice and their opinion based off on their experience, not your experience. The next thing you need to realize is that they have their own shit they can't admit, meaning there's probably another reason, a hidden reason why they're giving you the advice they're giving you. It's not to say all of them, but it could just be something as simple as they think that's the only way, or they had an experience of something you wanted to try and their experience was awful, so they think now that that's just how it is, and they're trying to prevent you from having that bad experience. They're just trying to protect you. Or they, have a friend that has a daughter that has a son that tried to do what you want to do and they failed at it, or right now they're bankrupt and they're, you know what I mean, like they maybe have their reasons that they don't exactly want to admit to you, and that's why they're giving you the advice they're giving you. And that kind of brings me to my next point, is that their opinion isn't always the right one. Again, life is a big game of perspective. Your parents have a different life. They were born at a different time. And it's not to say everything. God knows there are so many things that my parents have told me and I didn't listen, and I should have listened because they were right. There is something to say about people that have gone through life and have gone through experiences and have that wisdom and see things maybe you don't. But when it comes to maybe the things that you want to do, what's important to you, their opinion may not always be the right one. My next tip, which goes very well with the last one I just said, along the same lines that there isn't always the right one, is also because 20 years ago things were different than they were now. They're going off of an experience that is 20 years old compared to yours. Especially now. I'm sure they thought the same thing when their parents were giving them advice, but I feel like especially now the world is so different. So different from what they knew. Of course, they're not going to understand or necessarily agree with you if they can't see what you see. They were born at a different time. Something else to keep in mind is that they want what's best for you, not knowing what's better. So, again, it's perspective. Experiences they've had, their point of view is theirs. They may not know anything better, they may not know a different way. So, while of course it's your best interest they're keeping in mind, of course it's you they're trying to protect. They're just going by what they know. And what if they don't know any better? So when you're in this point where you're just like stuck and you're afraid and you feel guilty for even thinking these things and wanting to do something else and going against what they say, keep these things in mind. They're very valid points. I mean, yeah, they don't know you. They have a whole different point of view than you do. That's what they're basing their advice on, and it's not to say it's always wrong, but it's something to consider. And at the end of the day, your parents want you to be happy. That's all they want. Any good parent that's healthy, that wants, really truly wants what's the best for their kids, just want to see you happy. And it's not to say that you could just come at them with this and they're going to agree. They may disagree. You guys may fight. You guys may be estranged. But at the end of the day, people get over things. People talk things through. The tension passes, and as long as you're happy and they're happy, then everything's all good. Now, I do want to include this, as long as you don't take advantage. And I know that probably a good reason why you feel pressured is because perhaps they're paying for certain things, they're giving you money for certain things. If that's the case, that's not okay. Just because something you want to go for and do that is not what they want doesn't give you the right to take advantage. The risk is your risk because you want to go try something and try this, opening this business or try doing this thing. that's absolutely fine. Go for it. But that is your risk that you're taking on your money, on your time. But with that being said, again, parents just want us to be happy. If you didn't see my previous video on lessons I learned from quitting my job, I suggest you watch it. It'll probably add to this, research you're doing right now. Definitely check out my next video. I went to a seminar where there was Tony Robbins and Gary Vee in the same room. I learned so much and I took a shitload of notes, like a lot. And I want to share that with you guys. So keep an eye for my next video. Thank you guys so much for watching.